Good evening, everybody. Merry Christmas. I hope everybody's safe and well. It's Friday night, and I thought I'd come on and have a bit of a rant. Why not? Anybody that's new about, that Christmas and New Year going into the first year, I wanted to take my hat off to you, and I know how difficult it is, when it comes to changing that behaviour. Doing things different this year that you didn't do last year, and i.e. just from my perspective, not drinking, going out, taking drugs with the same people, chatting the same shit in the same places over and over again, year after year. And when I first stopped doing that, I felt really lost. I felt quite lonely, to be honest, because I didn't yet have, all my friends or my new friends or people that I knew that was willing to support me and encourage me on my journey. And I still not shut the door on my old life, and I was in that like limbo land. So I found it quite difficult in my first year. But this isn't my first rodeo, do you know what I mean? I'm a couple of years into my Christmas and it's still a bit funky, I still get them feelings. I'm not immune to that dicky box up there telling me fucking daft shit, that I'm missing out, everybody else is having loads of fun and I'm a boring cunt, the usual stuff. But my clean time and the experiences that I've had in sobriety or not using have highlighted why I don't do this anymore. It really encourages me, and it's difficult in your first couple of years because you don't have them experiences of like what life is like without drugs. It's, if you never know what it's like without drugs, you can never judge yourself off what it is when you stop taking them. You sort of think like, me going to Christmas and New Year, be out a drink and a fucking and a bag, or it's like, how are you gonna have fun doing that? That's what I used to think. I used to think that Christmas without using was a shit. That's what I thought, until I actually did it. And not many people get to that stage where they actually fucking do it. And if you've never actually done it, then your opinion on it is pretty much invalid. I'm just speaking from experience, you know what I mean? I've been there and I've done that. I spent 10 to 15 years of my life doing the same shit every fucking year, and that was one to oblivion, not really caring or giving a fuck about everybody else as long as I could fucking stick as much in me as I possibly could. And, just have that head change because Christmas was funky at that time of year, and I just sort of convinced myself that I really like getting smashed. Just nonsense, really, because it never really had any benefits to my life whatsoever. And, Christmas and New Year was always a good time because it had the fucking green flag, and no one could really turn around to me and say, you shouldn't be doing that, Neil. And I'm like, fuck off, it's Christmas, the usual shit. So anyone going into the first year, I just wanted to let you know that you're not on your fucking own. You don't have to use. And there's people out there just like me that are willing to support you on your new journey. You just reach out and ask for help. And sort of, most of my fuck it buttons come because I always felt like I was just on my own, especially this time of year. I'd always feel like I was on my own. I was the only person with this problem, or I was the only person that felt this certain type of way, and it would always lead me back to doing the same old shit I did last year. So you're not on your own, and if you are going through your first Christmas, well done. Do you know what I mean? Reach out. I'd love to communicate with anybody going through the first year because it just reminds me of my first year. And it's funky at first. It's important that that you stay connected to people who are reading off the same fucking hymn sheet, because when you sort of like gather or hover around the people that are doing the shit that you don't want to be doing, you will find yourself doing the shit that you don't want to be doing faster than you can fucking say no. That's what I found. I've had a lot of experience in that area of my life, and I'm glad that I don't do that stuff anymore. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is going into New Year, and I'm just talking from experience here because I've been that knobhead. I can still be that fucking knobhead. Some people might still think I am that knobhead. But I've got a different perspective on my life today when it comes to going into a new year, because I know when I need to make change, I don't have to wait for the new year. I don't have to wait for the big bang. I don't have to wait for the fucking 10-second countdown to tell all my mates I love them and everything's going to be different this year. And I don't have to sit back and go, 2024 is going to be my year, and not that fucking absolute shit talk. Basically, what I'm talking about, the shit talk, the shit talk that comes out of every fucker's mouth. It's going to be different this year. You don't have to wait till fucking January to sort your shit out. You don't have to. You know, you can do it today. You could have done it yesterday if you did, just a bit of realisation that the only other time that you can make change is right fucking now. If I'm sort of going to go, at such a day, I'm going to start doing, I've already fucking lost out. I've lost out of the power of right now. You know, when I acknowledge that I can make change within this moment right now, that's where significance comes. That's where piecing them pieces together of the right nows, the different things right nows, and chaining them together ultimately become a new way of living. It comes long-lasting change. This is the idea and the perception that I had going into New Year, especially like this time. I used to always look at my New Year and go, right, on a certain day, from this day, I'm going to then start doing this, and I'm going to start doing that, and I'm going to start doing that. And I'll just give you a couple of examples, right? I'm going to start going to the gym more. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to get up a bit earlier. I'm going to do some more advertising at work. You know, these are the things. I'm going to save a bit more money. That I'm going to try a bit better to save a bit more money. You know, that just little things of what I should be doing. You know, like when it comes to, like, I look at myself as like, you know, where can I have some improvement in my life? Completely fucking bypassing that whole stage of denial of going, hang on a minute, it's not the things that I need to be doing in order to create a better future for myself. I want to start looking at the things that are holding me back. What's stopping me? What is the hindrance to my life that's going to stop me from making that long-lasting change? And I'll go into this in a minute, because when I start looking at the stuff that's holding me back, automatically the stuff that I should be doing, opportunity arises. See, if I stopped, this is the thing, I will get more benefits, right, off long-lasting, not going out at the weekends and getting absolutely fucking shit-faced one night a week. I will get more benefits off that in the long term than I will by going to the gym for 3 days a week. It's fact. I know that because I've lived that experience. It's fact. If I just stop doing one thing that is detrimental to my physical, mental and emotional health once a week, the opportunity for other things that are beneficial to me are automatically in play. I am more enthusiastic about my life, and people think that that is what they like doing. Socialising can be done in a different setting. Communication can be done in a different setting. Having fun, means and ways to enjoy your life can also be done in a different setting. But yet everybody seems to can't let go of this thing that has just become so normal, and that's like to consume alcohol. Now, I've no problem with alcohol. I've no problem without alcohol. That's my facts. You know what I mean? It's like, if I haven't got a problem with it, I shouldn't have a problem without it. And I'm just using alcohol as a basic, you know, it's just a thing that me and you can sort of like identify with. But just to say, for instance, right, instead of me going, right, I am going to, instead of, because I'm going to start, I'm going to sign up, I'm going to be a bit more helpful, I'm going to start running. I'm going to start running, completely bypassing the fact that I smoke fucking 20 fags a day or 20 roll-ups a day. Now, if I just stopped smoking, I'd get more benefits from just not smoking anymore than what I would if I started running. But automatically, if I stop doing the things that's holding me back, it will also encourage me and give me enthusiasm to start new and go forward. And I will then want to take up running because I feel better within myself. But everybody doesn't want to go through this stage of uncomfortableness of making change. They're quite happy in doing the things that are consistently detrimental to the health, not really causing any, or not really having any beneficial or any substance or any, let's say, contribution. They're not something that I want to be putting my time and effort into, because they're not going to benefit. They're not going to reap no rewards from me going out, getting smashed every weekend or getting fucking messy once a week. Doesn't give me any rewards. Me smoking 20 fucking fags a week or a day doesn't give me any rewards. Now, if I just stopped doing that, automatically I would be given a reward. I would be placed in a position to then better myself. And then, once I'm in that position, I can then move forward and start to improve my life in general. Now, if I, bearing in mind, forget about the things that are holding me back, and I then try to start doing things that I think are going to make my life or my experience of a fucking human being better, or, you know, not just the idea of what people think of me. It's got everyone else is going to like me more now I'm a fucking runner, or everybody's just going to like me more, going to see me better when I post that I'm in the gym 3 times a week, and it's January and I'm, you know, new beginnings and this is my year and 2024 is going to smash it. It's for me and all that, you know, that bullshit talk. If I continue doing that, and I can still continue doing the shit that's holding me back, the weight on my shoulder, the fucking, you know, the weights around my ankles and the shit that's fucking pulling me back into my past and the shit that's not beneficial to my mental health, my physical health, my emotional health, my spiritual wealth, and then try to add more to already the burden of what I'm carrying of the shit that I don't need anymore. This will not last. I will lose enthusiasm because I am fighting or heading into the fucking wind with it. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm heading into the fucking wind, trying to change my life like this fucking, oh, you know, I've got the fucking, like, heading up. I'm already fucking, I'm on the back foot and I'm heading uphill. You know, it's like, let's have a look at some of the shit that we need to change in our lives. Let's look at some of the things that we need to stop doing, and less of the things that we need to start doing. Because when we look at the things that we stop doing and we stop doing them, the things that we need to do or the things that we can actually enjoy doing will automatically become accessible to us, and we can use them and we can get the full benefits and reap the fucking rewards from that. And plus, when you reap the rewards from it, what also is beneficial, it's encouraging, it's empowering for yourself because you feel rewards. Now, if I go to the fucking gym 3 days a week and then I go out and get fucking smashed on a 3-day bender, and I go to gym 3 days a week and I go out and get smashed on a fucking bender, and I go to gym 3 days a week and go out and get smashed on a fucking bender, you better believe when a month's passed, I don't feel any fucking better. I don't feel any better because I'm still fucked, because I'm still doing the same shit. Now, if I went to the gym 3 days a week or even 2 days a week and stayed in at the weekends and did something a little bit more better for myself, I bet you in a month's past you feel so much fucking better about yourself. And I'm just using these scenarios as a situation. You can apply this principle to any area of your life. Any fucking area of your life. It's like pretty simple, but that's where I'd always fail. I'd always look at something that I could more to do instead of looking at something that I need to stop doing. And when I started to look at the things that I need to stop doing, you know, realistically, going this, yeah, I've done this for about 10 years now. Not really got anything from it. You know, I've had a couple of good times with it, but now it's shit. You know, the last fucking 5 years of my using was the same old boring shit. It was the same old boring shit in the same old boring place, chatting the same old boring shit. I'm glad I don't live in that denial anymore, and I wanted to share that with some people that maybe be going through that stage of their life where you might want to start looking at the stuff that's holding you back and not looking at the things that you need to drag you forward. And I'm not saying that you need to eliminate all your goals and achievements and have something in front of you in order to pull you forward and propel you into your future. You know, it's good to have that encouragement. It's good to be around people that encourage you and have that goal set in the future and stuff like that, realistically. But I think life in today's modern world is about removing the things that are holding us back, because that's the fucking journey that I've been on, really. When it comes to me and my new way of living, I'm going through a process of removing the stuff that no longer fucking serves me, and automatically the stuff that's meant to be for me and my new life and my new experience, the way I approach that, my perception will change over time, with patience, love and tolerance towards myself. You know, that I'm only human, I'm here to learn. I'm glad that I know what I know now. It never comes too late, you know, this stuff, and hopefully this will fall in the lap of someone just in time. It was just in exactly the same place I was last year, and I wanted to sort of like put some clarity on something. If you, and I posted a thing about it the other day, and it said the scariest place you could ever be is the same place you was last year. Now, if you're going out this year and you're going to do exactly the same shit you did last year going into 2024, and you've been messy and fucking using all over Christmas, you've been eating nothing but shit, and you've had a couple of little fucking respite between, you know, probably tonight, prepping, you know, just prepping for that new year to come, to go out with a fucking bang, because I deserve it, because it's been a shit year, and all that stuff, and all that fucking shit, all that shit talk about all that shit talk about your past, and then going out thinking that 1-2 oblivion and fucking staying up for 2 days as you're going into New Year is going to fucking change your life. It doesn't work. And it's certainly not okay to go missing for 3 days before anybody, because I used to prepare myself mentally to go into 2000 and whatever, the year coming, with the mentality that I am going to change everything that's fucking pissed me off this year. I'm not doing that anymore, and that. But yet I would just consistently, on that night of that changeover, on the fucking 10-second countdown, I would be doing exactly the same as what I was doing the year before. And by the time I'd finished with the green light over Christmas and New Year, I wouldn't be in any fit mental, physical, emotional or spiritual state to have any impact on my own life, never mind the people and the lives around me. I didn't even have the courage or the strength or the charisma or the fucking enthusiasm to do fucking anything that was going to last long enough for me to benefit any change in my life going forward. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And I'm so glad that I'm not going into 2014 doing the fucking exactly the same shit that I was doing for the last fucking 15 years. I hope somebody's got something from this message. If you're going into your first year without using, without picking up, without being around them same group of people where you always wake up with a fucking bad head, well done. Well done, my hat's off to you. It takes fucking courage. It takes courage to approach life that way, and if you think that it doesn't, try it. Peace and love to everybody. Have a fucking beautiful Christmas. Have a beautiful New Year. Stay safe, and peace out.